Rhea Ripley takes aim at WWE SummerSlam after heartbreaking loss. Hey, everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. In the world of WWE, triumph and tragedy walk hand in hand. Champions are made in the ring, but hearts are broken outside of it. And for one of WWE's most dominant superstars, the line between the two has never been more blurred. Rhea Ripley, the Nightmare, the fierce, fearless powerhouse who has dominated the women's division for years, now stands at a crossroads. She's endured physical punishment before. She's stared down legends. She's broken barriers. But nothing could have prepared her for the heartbreak she just experienced. This is the emotional story of pain, resilience, and rebirth. This is Rhea Ripley's road to SummerSlam after a devastating personal loss shook her world to its core. Rhea Ripley has never been one to wear her heart on her sleeve. Known for her intimidating aura, her fearless presence, and a snarl that could make even the toughest opponents back down, she's always kept a wall between her personal life and the WWE Universe. But recently, fans began to notice something different. Something raw. Something vulnerable. It all began just weeks after her emotional departure from the ring due to an unexpected injury. At first, it was seen as routine, a minor setback. But what wasn't known to the world was that Rhea Ripley was quietly enduring a personal tragedy outside the spotlight. A loss that would bring even the strongest nightmare to her knees. Backstage reports began to swirl. Fellow superstars shared whispers of concern. Rhea had isolated herself. She wasn't showing up to training sessions. She stopped responding to texts. Even members of Judgment Day didn't know how to reach her. And then came the statement, posted quietly on social media, with no filters, no emojis, just truth. I've lost someone I love. I'm not okay. I need time. The wrestling world came to a standstill. Rhea Ripley, the unshakable, the indestructible, was opening up. Not as a champion. Not as a WWE superstar, but as a human being, as a woman grieving. Though she never named the person she lost, insiders confirmed that it was a family member, someone who had supported her from day one, long before the lights of WrestleMania, before the Royal Rumbles and the championship reigns. It was a loss that shook her foundation. What followed was something even Rhea wasn't prepared for. The WWE Universe rallied. Fans flooded her comment sections with messages of love and support. Superstars from both brands, Raw, SmackDown, and even NXT, took to social media to offer condolences. Triple H posted a heartfelt message. Rhea Ripley is one of the toughest people I've ever met. But even warriors need time to heal. We stand with you. Liv Morgan, her former rival, said in a backstage interview, Rhea's been through hell. And whatever she needs, however long it takes, will be here when she's ready. And perhaps the most surprising message came from Becky Lynch. Grief doesn't follow rules. Neither does Rhea. But when she's ready, the ring will be waiting. And so will I. For Rhea, this outpouring of love was unexpected, but deeply appreciated. In a rare video post days later, she appeared without makeup, in a simple black hoodie. Her voice trembled, but her message was clear. Thank you. I'm still processing. I'm still hurting. But I promise I'll be back. And when I come back, I'm not holding anything back. SummerSlam might be the moment. The mere mention of SummerSlam sent shockwaves across the WWE landscape. Could it be? Could Rhea Ripley really be setting her sights on a return at one of WWE's biggest events of the year? In the following weeks, cryptic vignettes began airing on Raw. Dark, shadowy clips showed a lone figure walking through flames. A broken chain, a shattered mirror, and then her voice. You thought the nightmare was over? I haven't even started. Week after week, the clues built anticipation. Fans speculated wildly. Who would she target? Would she go after Liv Morgan for stealing her spot? Would she turn on Dominic Mysterio? Or would she set her eyes on something even bigger? And then it happened. At WWE Money in the Bank, Liv Morgan retained her Women's World Championship in a brutal ladder match. But before she could celebrate, the lights went dark. A haunting guitar riff echoed through the arena. The Titantron flashed, The nightmare returns. Rhea Ripley stood atop the ramp. No words, just a cold, unblinking stare toward the ring. The message was clear: SummerSlam. Ripley versus Morgan. It's personal. The following weeks saw one of the most emotionally charged buildups in recent WWE history. Liv Morgan, ever confident, cut scathing promos mocking Rhea's absence. "You took time off to cry? I stayed here and dominated. I didn't need sympathy, I needed the title. That's the difference between us." But Rhea didn't bite. Instead, she let her actions speak. She returned to Raw the next week, not with fireworks or fanfare, but with fury. She interrupted a tag match, stormed the ring, and left Liv Morgan lying with a thunderous riptide. No words, just pain. Backstage, Rhea finally opened up in an exclusive WWE digital interview. "I didn't take time off to cry. I took time off because I was broken. And now, Liv, you're going to feel every ounce of what I've been holding back. You think you're champion? At SummerSlam, you'll find out what a real one looks like." The WWE Universe was eating it up. Every segment, every stare down, every brawl felt more and more personal. And behind the scenes, Rhea was training harder than ever. Reports from the WWE Performance Center described her workouts as relentless. Trainers said she was pushing herself beyond limits. That grief had turned into fuel, and that the Rhea Ripley returning at SummerSlam wasn't just back, she was reborn. SummerSlam arrived. The match was billed as the Battle of the Broken. Two women who had endured, evolved, and come back swinging. The energy in the arena was electric. Rhea Ripley walked down the ramp to a thunderous ovation. Her entrance was haunting, chains dragging behind her, smoke billowing, a look in her eyes that said one thing: this is personal. Liv Morgan entered with the championship held high, but behind her bravado was uncertainty. The match itself? Brutal. It wasn't a wrestling match. It was a war. Liv tried to outsmart Rhea with her quickness, but the Nightmare's raw power was undeniable. Rhea dominated early, slamming Liv into the mat with spine-shaking force. Liv fought back with grit, raking Rhea's eyes, targeting her injured shoulder, going for every dirty trick in the book. But Rhea absorbed it all, because pain wasn't new to her. She welcomed it. The climax of the match came when Liv tried to hit her finisher, but Rhea countered midair with a vicious riptide. 1, 2, 3. The crowd exploded. Rhea Ripley had done it. She didn't just return. She conquered. She held the Women's World Championship high above her head, tears in her eyes, not just for the win, but for what it represented. As the crowd roared, Rhea stood alone in the center of the ring. She looked to the heavens, whispered something under her breath, and mouthed, "This is for you." Later, in the post-show press conference, Rhea opened up fully. This wasn't about revenge. It wasn't about a title. Rhea Ripley took aim at SummerSlam, and she didn't just hit her target. She left a legacy, a nightmare reborn.